Hi guys, welcome to our new YouTube channel. You chilling with your boy Mighty Mac and your girl
KADLAC.
And together we're the
Cousins in Crime.
So guys, make sure you hit that like, share, and
subscribe.
And don't forget that notification bell to get all new uploads when we upload them. Alright guys, so if you missed our last week's show, briefly just a quick update on what we do here. Me and my cousin, we always get and little tuffles because we never agree on everything. And we made an awesome show last week about the 5 female singers who couldn't sing or who the internet said couldn't sing, and the 5 female rappers who could not rap, or at least the internet thinks they couldn't rap. So guys, make sure you check that video out and we will link it in our description below. So this show, we coming to you all new. This show is basically about 5 females and 5 males who we feel like is underrated because the video was supposed to be about 5 males, rappers and singers, but it was so hard to come up with them because unfortunately males can't get by on their looks. They have to have talent, and it was only a couple, so we just revamped it and gave it a new title. So we're gonna do our 5 top artists who we feel like is underrated. I don't know honestly who KADLAC got to come up with. She doesn't know the artist that I'm gonna come up with, and we're gonna see if that person is really underrated. And I'm going to agree if her artist is underrated, and she will agree or disagree if my artist is underrated. So we're going to get right into it. So KADLAC, I'll let you take it.
But this guy was really amazing. He had a great story to tell, and he also was trying to drop knowledge within all his singing abilities. And I'm going to say Lyfe Jennings was very underrated. I know that first year that he came out, he was hotter than hot. And it's like people just kind of weren't feeling him like after that for some reason.
So they done something like a one night stand. But I agree. Lyfe Jennings is very, very, very underrated. He is one of the top male vocalists in the game. Like seriously in the game.
But even besides, okay, so I'm a lyricist again. And even if he couldn't sing as good as he could, his songs, each song had
them songs
deep
touched you.
Meaning, like deep meaning.
They did, but you know what? I would have, once again, Lyfe is one of those artists that honestly, you don't even, to me, I take it differently because I'm a singer, so I listen to vocals, and I don't even have to hear nothing. He could be singing A, B, C, and I would still listen to it just because I know. I know you said he can sing, but when he get to that A, B, D, and you know how he be hitting that little note, like I would listen to that because I really enjoy it. I enjoy his voice, so I agree. I think Lyfe is very underrated.
And actually, I'm sorry, I do have to plug this because Lyfe is actually who started me wanting to rap. So I will link that video down here in the description, and you can check that out. How he actually changed my life.
You know what? I got a funny story with Lyfe real quick. You guys, it's gonna be totally sidetracked it. But y'all, okay, so I met Lyfe when I was 15. I won this little radio contest to have like lunch and a meet and greet with him. And I walked up to him and he was like, well, what do you want to do to grow up? So I said, a singer. He was like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna sign some autograph and like sent me on my way. And I was like, you just crushed my dreams. Like, I was so distraught. Like, I didn't even know what to do after that. I was like, should I give up? But he's a very nice person. I've actually met him. How many times we done met that man? Like 10 times. But no. He's the same every single time. He's not different. He actually give people a chance just because he knows where he came from. Because she actually got on the stage. She left that part out. She actually got on the stage as, what was it, rap? I was going to say song.
No, that was spoken word poetry.
Spoken word poetry that she did with him. So we met him a couple times, but we're gonna keep it moving. I would say the person that I would come up with, who I feel is, are we doing males? We doing males? Okay. So the second person I would come up with, I know some of you new heads or millennials may not know who this is, or even people back in the day may not know who this is just because he wasn't solo. But Wanya is a vocal beast, okay? That's the guy from.
Sleep on him. He was the biggest one. They were big.
Yeah, both men were big, but I felt like he could have definitely, when he tried to go solo, he could have definitely became one of the biggest solo artists just because his voice is amazing. Wanya Morrison has been slept on. I'm sorry. I feel like he should have been big, especially on what's that song? I'm doing just fine. And when in the end when he was like, someone fell to me, girl, without you. What was he saying? You know what I'm talking about? He was like, give me a second, Charlie, it's coming. And he was like, you're no longer my world, and I ain't missing you at all. And he hit that note. I was like, okay, like somebody tell me something. What would you say? You think you? So basically, you say he.
But
wasn't
they were a group. They were a group.
Child,
so
he
outsung
all them.
I can't say that because that group was big as life.
They
actually are still bringing crowds. Like today, they're still.
They are. Because they had Disney. Remember we rolled up, you rolled me up in that wheelchair.
And Disney. I know these people don't know who Boyz II Men is, but they be out
They was piled up, y'all, like in the rain. And matter of fact, oh my God, we got to Disney.
I can put that picture up. Let me put a little picture.
Do you have the picture?
Yeah, I got some pictures.
Oh my God, y'all. That's when I first found out I was sick. It's just a story with that one. Found out I was sick, so I couldn't walk as much as I am now. I'm doing a lot better because of the kidney failure. If you guys follow my other YouTube channel, you will see that I do have kidney failure. I'm on dialysis and I am blind. So follow that other one. I will link my YouTube channel in the description below. But we rode, and it literally had just started raining when we got to Disney. And it was pouring down. So I got this garbage bag. What was it, a poncho? I had this cut out garbage bag over my head holding a baby because I didn't want him to get sick. So I'm trying to keep him as dry as possible. And I'm getting soaking wet. It's raining. I'm in a wheelchair. I can't see, so I can't just get up and I try to take shelter.
I think the baby was trying to get from under the little thing.
I don't know. He might have been suffocating, but he was dry. I bet I know that much. He was so dry. And we finally, by the time we actually got to the venue where the concert was at, it had finally stopped raining, but it was still wet everywhere. And they were talking about canceling the show. And I'm like, I know I didn't just roll all the way over here in this water. They did delay the show. It was like 30 minutes. They did delay it, but it came back. But
they still came out and they ripped that stage.
I
don't know. I can't say he's been slept on because he is. If he tried to come out again solo, maybe. When did he go solo? What did he do solo?
I don't know. He didn't go solo?
I don't think so. What did he do solo?
Was that Bobby Brown? Oh no. Well, he should have went solo. As good. He's a trooper because with a voice like that, I would have definitely tried to do something.
No, Sean Stockman had a good song that came out like last year.
But he could sing, but he wasn't as good as Wanya.
Really that song.
Like Sean was an average singer. To me, Wanya was a solo artist. He was a great solo artist, but he should have made a lot more noise on his own. So moving right along, guys, we're gonna get to the next artist. So I think it's KADLAC's turn. So we're gonna see who she got in mind.
Okay.
Oh wait, you didn't agree or disagree?
I disagree because I think he's not underrated. I don't think he's
underrated.
I don't think he's underrated.
I think they should have gave him more lead parts. I think so. Okay.
So who I think is underrated, and they were once again big in their time, but these guys are so hot that they still should be able to, be making it like they were back then because they still can sing. I just went to one of their concerts and they ripped that stage down. Belle Biv DeVoe. Ronnie, boy.
Oh, I was going to say something. I can't say nothing about Ronnie.
Ronnie's the little skinny one, right? He was dancing his heart out.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do all that cardio like he was doing. He was getting it. He was just getting it.
He made Bobby Brown look bad on Bobby Brown.
Oh my gosh. Like this man can dance.
Yeah,
they can dance.
He can really dance.
And they still moving. I think they're about 50? They gotta be up there.
Yeah, about 50. I don't know. Like
and they was getting it. Like, why did they only have Shine like through the 90s? Like, what happened? Like, they were kind of underrated. Like, their music now, honestly, the music from what is the group they were from?
New Edition.
New Edition. New Edition music is more known than their music. Why are their music not like legendary music as well?
Well, they do have that one legendary song.
One,
like
just one. They should have been as known as TLC. You see how TLC has been around and stayed around in people's minds and memories and all of
but
that.
TLC also had a collective amount of good music.
Should have been.
Bill DeVoe only had that one song that was Poison. That I know. I only know the one song.
But that's you. They had a lot of songs.
And there's no shade to none of them because they are fantastic.
I just think they should have maybe they weren't underrated at their time, but they should have lasted longer. Like their shine should have lasted longer.
Well, they sold out at Universal, and it was only 2 of them. So
no, it was 3.
It was 3. No, remember Michael Bivins didn't show up.
But it wasn't just 2.
Yes, it was.
Ain't it 4 of them?
No, it's 3 of them. It was only 2. It was only Ronnie and Ricky.
Oh, okay.
Remember Mike? They said Mike was sick or something. He couldn't show up or something like that. But
well,
I don't know. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna only disagree just because I don't think their music was good enough to stick around. I think that they were better.
Their music.
Yeah.
Now, do you know their music from the early 90s?
No, I just know Poison, and I didn't know that's about 2010.
Okay. Well,
but I'm just saying, like, I think I think the New Edition success overshadowed they success.
Yeah, that's why I said Bill DeVoe.
But I don't think they were underrated. I just think they were under good. They just wasn't as good. They were good dancers and singers, but I don't think that their music stood out. Because at the concert, we went to the concert, I'm like, this is like new. Like, I didn't know anything but Poison. I only knew when they did some of the New Edition songs. I was like, wow, okay, this is what I know. That cool it now. But as far as their music, I didn't know it. So I'm gonna agree to disagree because I don't want to agree or disagree because I don't know. I don't know their music to say what if they feel like underrated. Guys, if you feel like they're underrated, comment and let us know because I don't know their music like that. I really don't. But moving on, the next artist I think, and once again, it don't have to be singers. You can say rappers too. But the next artist I think is very underrated. This is my third person. Okay, so it's 5 apiece. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Tamar Braxton. I think Tamar is very vocally. That girl is a vocal beast. I've never heard, besides Mariah Carey, I've never heard someone who can sing in a soprano register and bring it all the way down to control alto damn near bass. I've never heard that, and they were able to control their breath and notes and everything. And she can actually sing and sustain that register for a very long time. But I think her music is underrated. I actually enjoyed, what was the first one? Tamar, was it the Love and War album? I enjoyed the second album. What was it? Calling All Hearts or Calling All Lovers or something like that. And I enjoyed the third album, Bluebird of Happiness. But I think that her music is underrated just because she's not out there, I don't want the beat to come for me, so I ain't gonna say that. But I just think her music is very underrated. I think her voice is very underrated. She's very talented. Personally, I do think she's a better singer than all of the sisters, the Braxtons, including Tony.
Yeah, Tony held down them low.
Yeah, Tony. Now Tony a beast in that bass, baby.
I like Tony, but she wasn't really that. She sing, but
I like Tony one of the.
Yeah, but it was like it was a certain voice. Like she couldn't do certain songs, and she have to do a song with a certain register.
Like I love that one song. What's that one song when she was like, don't you? Like I was like, okay, Tony, but I think Tony did not. To me, Tony's voice has gotten deep over the years. When she first came out with what was that?
My heart.
No, not Unbreak My Heart. That
Since
you've been gone, I've been hanging around.
Yeah,
that. Her voice was deep, but it wasn't as deep today. Baby, you can mumble a Tony Braxton song and it'll sound like you're like you'll be like, okay, you slaying that Tony song. I don't even know what I just said. But I think her sister is underrated. I do think she's the better singer out of all of them. What would you say?
Yeah, Tamar is a better singer than Tony.
Cause she got range. She got a lot of range. But she's underrated.
She just didn't last as long. Like when she came, she actually changed. She changed the whole industry because at that time there wasn't really too much R&B even left. R&B had technically died.
And then with her age, when she came back out, she was 36. She brought all the hoes out.
That messed up the industries because they tried to tell you that a woman of a certain age cannot
be a pop star.
And nobody wants to see an old woman. People didn't see her as no old woman or nothing.
But even if she would have had a one-hit wonder, she still changed her the game.
Too. Let's pop that up there. We not bragging, but we just
we did meet her. She was there with Jennings at the expo,
and she was really down to earth too. Like she was a really nice person.
Tamar's sweet. I love her.
And took pictures with us and everything.
And we went to her concert, y'all, at the House of Blues.
You know what?
And
she was
underrated.
She was underrated because why the heck did it take so long for her to come out? Because she came out.
She came out in the
2000s.
the early 2000s.
And her career did nothing.
But that song had potential.
She was good. It's just I don't know why they weren't checking for her like that.
Maybe because she was Tony Braxton. I think when she first came out, they tried to market her as another Tony. Because Tamar's song, if you listen to her
they had
old
the
music,
whole group looking like a group of Tonys when they came out. I don't know what they called themselves.
The Braxtons.
Oh, but they used to have a couple of music videos.
They had that.
Was Tamar in that?
So right. Yeah.
She was in that.
I can turn emotion on and on. Diana Ross.
Oh.
They remade it. But Tamar, they had her and she was like, it didn't work for her back then because they tried to market her as Tony instead of Tamar. And you would, if you hear her first album, you would be like, wow, you don't even know she can sing the way that she's singing today because it's so dumbed down. Her vocals are so dumbed down to blend in with Tony that it just sounds like another Tony Braxton album. But I think she's underrated. But once again, that's my unpopular opinion. So. You know who's underrated today? And I'm going to say this why KADLAC thinks of her artists. I'm going to say two groups, Escape and SWV. SWV was very, very, let me not say SWV. I'm going to just say Coco. Coco is underrated as a vocalist.
They were a group. You can't separate them. That was the whole part of why they broke apart because people was always just trying to single out Coco.
Because she was the best singer.
How do we know that? We didn't hear the
Baby,
other
Coco can sing. She can really sing. We didn't
hear the other one sing.
I did. Remember, the girl couldn't get her throat right on
And that was later. That was when she had some type of
throat cancer or something. Did she have throat surgeries?
That wasn't funny.
It's not funny. But she couldn't sing. And they told her to get a vocal coach. And she was like, I don't need a vocal coach.
That was
Taj, the big tall one.
Was she tall?
Yeah, she was tall.
I don't think so.
Taj was tall. She was kind of buff, like manly a little bit. But Lily could sing, but I think Coco was the best. But that's another video.
I remember my person.
You remember? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's still on R&B. I'm going to have to say who I think was very underrated, came out good album. Every single song on this album was great, and I really don't understand why her career didn't continue. Shareefa, when she came out, that girl can sing. She has some different type of songs that touched on different type of topics.
Can you get him that big song that she had? Because a lot of people might not know who Shareefa is.
I can't sing it.
Yeah. But you thinking it to me, not you got.
I can't sing it.
For those who don't know, Shareefa was
She
the
was
one
with,
that came out with
Ludacris and
Stuck
Shauna.
with it. Need somebody that's real gangsta. What was
She
the
had that little side cut. It was a cut that came across
she
like
started that for
Like,
all
she
you thigh
was-
bald-headed hoes. She started that cut off right here, and all this was long.
And
She
was
really did start
good.
that, and she was pretty. She was hood as shit, but
And she talked
she
about
could
stuff
sing.
that the random, like, for me, R&B singers, even rappers, like R&B singers, it's like they stick them in this box. Oh, you're a female R&B singer, you must sing about sex, love, sex. And that's probably.
I mean, she zipped her little jumper down there, that little titties out of it. But she had this one song. That no one said
that it was
that
supposed
this
to
life
be easy.
would
That
be
was my
easy.
song. Oh my
so
God.
sick and tired.
I could feel that song, but that's my life. I'm tired of being tired.
Yes. No one said it's gonna be easy, but I'm so sick and tired of being tired.
See, I like that type of music that make you feel it. Okay, yeah, everybody don't always be in love, and ain't nobody sitting around having sex all day. Like, give me that real stuff. Like, I'm going through struggles, and when you sitting around having sex all day,
I mean,
I'm struggling, and when I'm struggling, I want to hear somebody else that's struggling to let me know I'm not struggling alone.
You can struggle and have that.
Where is the struggle music now? If I'm struggling now, who can I listen to relieve my struggle and be like, oh, they understand where I'm coming from?
Fantasia.
What song she got out that's out
She got a song called PTSD.
No, I ain't hear that.
she do. I just heard it the other day.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It's her new song. It's called PTSD. But you know what? Shareefa is amazing. Her name sounds like something you smoke.
She should have at least had a second and third album.
Well, she do. Their EPs, they're not. They dropped her from DTP.
That's what I'm saying. So she was underrated.
Yeah, she was very
dropped for
underrated.
What? And I think didn't he drop Shauna later too?
No, Shauna left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shauna.
But Shauna was underrated too. But
she said they weren't paying her.
We already talked about her, but she left as well. I mean, she was underrated as well.
All right, guys, my next artist, and once again, if you guys have any artists that you would like us to cover, that you guys may think is underrated, or even if you want to come in and piggyback off of our first video with the female singers who can't sing, well, not necessarily saying we think they can't sing, we did give our opinions about it, but just the internet, y'all heard it all over the world, they can't sing, so we was just picking a couple of few that we have heard. So if you guys have any of them and want us to cover it, let us know. We still trying to come up with the 5 males. We can go over a couple of them that we did come up with, but it's not 5. But my next person is gonna be Tiffany Evans, you guys. Tiffany Evans, if y'all don't know her, Tiffany Evans is the one that sung her family out of homelessness. They were living on the street in a Dodge Caravan. And she sung them up out that van.
Caravan.
A what?
Was it a car?
It's a caravan.
Caravan.
Dodge Caravan.
Car or van. That's what a caravan is.
Oh,
a car or
I don't
van.
know, but it was parked on the side of that curb. And she sung, y'all, she went on Star Search and sung for her life.
Star Search?
Yeah.
Star Search was out way before that little girl.
Tiffany Evans was like 25, 26. That Beyonce and them was up on Star Search, so.
Yeah, and she's nowhere near as old as Beyonce.
But she was on Star Search.
When did Star Search end? Star Search ended in like the late 90s.
Tiffany Evans, if I'm 30, Tiffany has to be like, she matter of fact, Tiffany older than me.
Oh, I got.
She got to be like 31, 32. But she was on Star Search, and if y'all don't know, Tiffany Evans is back in the 90s. That "Let Me Be Your Angel." That was her first song, and then she followed that up with that "Promise Not to Hurt You, Promise Not to Lie, Promise Me." She is underrated. That girl can sing her butt off. I don't care who try to go up against her. She's like on the level with Tamar, a young Tamar. That chick can sing, and I love her voice. I love her runs. I think she's amazing. I I guess you could touch on it. I don't really know if you know who Tiffany Evans is.
I don't know her career like that. I just know she was a girl from the Tyler Perry movie.
And she sung Baby when that came up in that trash.
That's about all I know about her.
She sung on that too, though.
Yeah.
And her mama
I don't know about her career like that.
Oh, so I'm gonna just say she underrated.
Because I guess she was much younger and she was catering to a much younger audience than I would have been, attracted to. Even though I like younger artists, but she had like a bubblegum pop. Like, I sure got two more right now.
Okay, go ahead with
what
your
number
next
am I on?
We got two. Well, you can do two. We have two apiece.
Okay,
because we're on 3 and 3, I think.
I'm gonna say the next person. And how did we end up off of men and on women and men? I thought this was just men.
Oh, you know what? Somewhere down the line,
we just switched up.
We did, but we can keep going.
I'm gonna say Amina Butterfly.
Oh,
She was yes, no. Amina Butterfly. No, ma'am. She was with a group called Black Butterfly. Now I don't know a lot about them back then. But,
y'all look a mess today.
But you're talking over me.
Oh, sorry.
But if you go on her YouTube, like I follow her on YouTube and also on Instagram, and she actually can sing and also listen. Her songs sound good.
She should have been on that first video we made.
No, her songs are really good. Her songs are good. And she had the songs that was about, what's his name? Peter Guns. Yeah, no, but her songs are really good. Look them up. I mean, if you think that I'm lying, like, she should have at least...
with that accent.
Yeah, she does have like a... no, it's not really the accent. It's more of a way her speech.
Maybe she have a speech impediment.
Something like that. That's what it sounds like. But
because I heard her do the Deborah Cox challenge, and I want to fit in it.
No, but go back and listen to some of her videos. I think they should at least let her be one of those breakout artists on Love and Hip Hop. You know how most of them on Love and Hip Hop, they all make music and always be in the studio, but we don't never hear nothing from them. But she actually was making music, but I'm like, why was none of that music released? Because if you go on YouTube, she do got some good songs. So I'm going to say Amina Butterfly. And plus, she's very pretty.
She is pretty.
Very pretty.
She is pretty.
Mm-hmm. And still marketable. I mean, she's up in her 40s. And
Tara slapped her out the table.
No, Tara was really beautiful as
she was. Tara, when she say, I'm the married woman. And Tara slapped her out that show.
But the thing is, she's still marketable even in her, she's up there, right? She's in her 40s. Or about to hit 40.
50s? I don't know.
I don't think she's in no 50s.
I ain't never followed her.
She's still marketable.
I can't tell you now.
They should give her a shot.
I know who
Let
she
her
is.
come out with a couple songs, and I think that's what we should go with.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about Amina Butterfly. I just know I'm like her. I personally just don't care for her voice. Like, I'm not saying she's an underrated. Maybe she's an underrated artist, but she's definitely not an underrated vocalist. Because it's just, it ain't that. But moving along, the next artist I'm going to say, and this young woman can sing her butt off. Did I do? No, I didn't do her. I got two. I got my last two.
There wasn't two more for you. This was it.
I was on number 3.
You was not. You done did another one since then because you were in front of me. And then I only had one left. But go ahead. We'll just finish with you.
The next... No, it don't matter.
We could just finish with you. You do it, then I do mine. Then
okay. I see what you said. Oh, you started. You said like Jennings first. But the next person, this young woman's attitude, she really self-sabotaged her own career. So I'm going to say she was an underrated vocalist, but she really self-sabotaged herself. And I'm going, I got 3.
I already know who that is.
Who, you want to?
K. Michelle.
Yes. K. Michelle can sing. Like, I've seen this girl multiple times, and she can sing her. I would never deny K. Michelle's voice. But K. Michelle's attitude,
we were there when she would not come out. We went and got concert tickets to see her. It was her, Lyfe Jennings, and Music Soul Child. And because Lyfe Jennings was picked to go behind her, she was the opening act. and she was not
were
feeling
refused because she said she was
didn't
bigger
come
than
out-
life.
She did not come out. She left, and I'm like, wow, like for real. But really, I was there to go see Lyfe Jennings and Music Soul Child, so I was good. But I would have liked to see K.
Yeah, K. Michelle.
I had made her a shirt too.
Love K.
I
Michelle's
painted her a
voice.
shirt. I'm gonna pop that up there. Hand painted this shirt, and homegirl left.
She didn't show. But I love her voice. K. Michelle is a phenomenal singer. It's just, I think Love and Hip Hop branded her. When she, even though I knew who K. Michelle was before Love and Hip Hop, I think when she went on Love and Hip Hop, that first go round, it boosted her career because it was fresh, it was new. She did have a couple of songs, like she actually had a career, a decent career before Love and Hip Hop, but she was mainly underground, so a lot of people wouldn't have known who she was. But I did follow her before, and I think Love and Hip Hop gave her a boost, and it made her career boom. But that second go round, it was just not working anymore. Love and Hip Hop just wasn't working for her anymore, just because it showed that you see K. Michelle, you know K. Michelle is the turn up queen. She do a lot of talking, but she don't do a lot of fighting. But I think her attitude and her look at things self-sabotaged her career, and I think it got her blackballed, if I'm not mistaken. Something A1 said on the Hollywood episode with her when they got into it, that she got blackballed. But I think it's her attitude. But I do think she's an underrated talent, just because I think if she would stop the beef and focus more on her music and her career, she would have gotten a lot further than what she did.
Yeah, I agree. But she did get big. I mean,
she did.
She had a chance. She got big.
She did. It came and went like Kmart.
Kmart was around a long time.
It's no longer here.
Who phone that
Come on, phone, get out there.
Okay. Oh, there's your phone. Okay, so for my last person, I'm going to say who is underrated that should have had a bigger career than they did. I'm going to say Lil Mama. Lil Mama was an awesome rapper. Like, I know she came out with that lip gloss. No, Mikey.
No,
I'm not talking about her. She came out with that lip gloss song, and people was like maybe not feeling that. But if you actually
that song did really good.
Album, but that made people either a fan or not a fan of her. And tried to put her like in this little box, like, oh, she ain't that great and this and that. But that girl was actually a lyricist, and she had some deep music. What you don't know, she recorded that whole album after her mother had just passed. Like, who can really record an album while her mama just passed?
Her mother was dying as she was recording the album.
But still, what's the difference? Mother just passed or dying? That's even worse if your mother's dying.
Yeah,
doing it.
I mean, I'll give her credit for that, because that was a hard time.
She had some deep music. Like, she was actually trying to lead women in a good way. She was not willing to be a rapper that just show her body and do this and do that to get where she needed to go. She was talking about real stuff that people deal with, like her father being incarcerated. She had a whole song about going to visit him, and it was like stemming towards, she thought she was going to visit her father in college, but she like, well, dang, why everybody father in college? But yeah, I think she's underrated. She was underrated, and her career should have went a lot further than it did, because she was a really good female rapper. A lot better than some of the ones they did let go through.
I think Lil Mama is a great actress.
Okay, do you know anything about her rap?
I do.
Okay.
I liked it, Lil Mama. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to the album. I was one of them people, like you said, lip gloss either made you or break you. It was only one song that Lil Mama had that I enjoyed, and that was with that song with Chris Brown, that Baby Get Loose, Baby Do What You Do. Yeah. That was my song. But other than that, I really didn't care for her music. I do think that she did have potential. I did hear she had a freestyle on lip gloss.
Oh yeah,
who you know spin how to again clap. She went like, I was like, okay, I definitely think she can rap. I'm not gonna lie, I heard her rap, I heard her have freestyles. her music, I'm not a fan of her music, but I do listen to her little ciphers and stuff. And it's good. It really is good. So I would definitely say she is underrated. And a lot of people don't know she can sing too. Her face may be hard like a book, but she can sing too.
I didn't know she sang.
Yeah, she can sing.
Yeah.
But I think she didn't get far just because Lil Mama, I'm not, baby, you.
She wasn't finna bend her morals and stuff. She talked about that a lot.
But that's true too. But she had a difficult face, and I think a lot of people.
She is very pretty.
I think a lot of people.
And she had the pretty light eyes, like really.
Her eyes were pretty.
And she was pretty just as well.
She had a really good hairstylist. Like her hairstylist was amazing because she used to keep her hair done, except for that little V103 interview she did when she had that little bob.
Oh gosh, I just thought about. I'm so sorry.
What?
It reminded me of when Alicia Keys and
when she got up on that stage looking
when
like
Alicia
that.
Keys and what's his name?
And then she
Jay-Z.
like she was just like she was just doing
When
the
she
damn
got up
thing.
on the stage, you gotta go look that up. Look that up when she got up on the stage.
I know Alicia was like,
Alicia
who was
Keys
this boy?
and
like,
what's his name? Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
When they were doing New York Live, oh my god.
It threw Alicia all off. Alicia say, New
That
York, concrete girl.
She was saying, I was just feeling it, and next thing I know, I was on the stage.
Sade. And then folded her arms like she was just a part of the set. Oh, you know what?
Funny.
Okay, I'll give you a few more. Because it's a couple of I'm gonna just name some singers. I mean, I ain't gonna go in deep detail with them, but the next ones I did have was who was it?
I don't know. That's why we should write these down
It was
first.
Michelle.
I be trying to tell him we need a script. We need to write out our plans, so it wouldn't be all of this. But he doesn't want to write out scripts. He wants to just fly off the top of your head. You can't always just run like that.
I'm gonna say this person. A lot of people was led to believe that she could not sing.
Missy.
No, I ain't talking about him.
Missy is a woman.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just joking. But a lot of people was led to believe. But a lot of people were meant to think that she could not sing, even though she did get the boot at the group. She is an underrated singer. LaToya Luckett can sing her big forehead off, baby. That child can sing. I don't know. They say somebody did an interview out the group. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want nobody coming for me. But somebody in the group said she was tone deaf and she couldn't sing. Baby, when she dropped that, a part of me wants to leave you alone.
Yeah, I like that whole album.
I thought you said I like that whole. Dang, she got
that whole album was good.
It was.
Take me back to, what was that, 2006?
I'm
That's when I started my rap career. That's when Lyfe was just, it was it back there.
But she is an underrated
and that's
singer.
when we stole my mama little brown truck. Went out of town.
Oh, went to town.
All the way there and had to turn around and come back home.
Because the alarm was going
Bring
on.
back some memories.
But LaToya Luckett can sing. She's very underrated.
And Lillian, we had Lillian drive us.
Oh,
that
yeah.
girl
I
didn't
just
even
thought about her
have,
the other day.
she didn't even have a driver's license.
I just thought about her the
I
other
let
day.
her drive my mama truck way to town.
And you let your mama take that to her grave without
and
even
then
telling her.
Mom had called. She was like, Keita, the alarm's going off at the house. I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm just across town. I'll be there real quick. We way out in Tampa. Then took her truck. She went on vacation to Chicago. First thing I'm getting that truck. I got up in that truck. We was off to Tampa. But we had to turn right back around.
We turned right back around.
Because some set off the alarm.
A good thing, because he might have tried to kill us. But who knows?
He said he knew G Unit and he was finna get me famous.
Yeah, and that'd be the trap that all of us be missing. But the next person, I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap it on up. I think this person is a self-sabotager as well. Her career could have went a lot further. Even today, it can still potentially grow just because of the fan base that she has at this moment. But I think Kaya is a underrated artist.
Oh yeah, I like
Kaya can rap.
And she is pretty. Like everybody try to say that she's just a mess and saggy this and that. I actually met her in person. I'm gonna pop that up there. She is very pretty. Very pretty. No, no, that's what people try to say, and I don't like that. Talking about stretch marks and sag and stuff like that. No, she is.
I don't know.
Pretty.
I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't
had
got
her dreads was so nice.
I actually seen Kaya.
Her skin is so nice and pretty, and she had on a nice little sundress or whatever. She was shaped nice. Like people is sleeping on her. Like people just like to hate. I think it's because that video, because she had the little towel on her head and stuff. But I mean, come on now. You gotta do what you.
But she did. Kaya say, "Oh, you ladies, pop your ass, shake your body, don't stop, don't miss." I'm okay, Kaya. It was that's how yellow, but she did that.
I think it was white. I don't know. You gotta look that up. It's been too long.
But I think Kaya is an amazing rapper. I have heard this really lady spit really nice. Like freestyle, like in her little rants and her little comedic stuff that she do. And I don't have nothing against Kaya. Some of the stuff I don't agree with. I think it's a little bit too much sometimes, but some of it I think is very entertaining and very funny.
That Hip Hop Supreme Miss
yes, when she was on there. You got to RESPE respect me. Okay, Kaya. Go on.
She was on that show, but
I don't know, because she was very at that moment. Kaya had already made history. I think she did it for promotion and publicity, but I just think Kaya is a rapper. She's very talented. She's a very talented young woman. A lot of people don't know about her that she can sing as well. But Kaya can flow. I've heard her come up with songs like on the dime. I like all her music. You know, I'm one of the ones that go to the club and I bounce to it. You know, here and there they do play it in the liquor stores or whatever. But
liquor stores.
Yeah, you go get the liquor store.
For
Stop
what?
talking to me. Hey,
they play the liquor
but they
store?
do. Like,
well, I don't drink, but why would you just randomly?
I think Kaya is that one that gets you crunk. She gets you drunk. Kaya, that song, you put your trust in the stupid hole. How you think? That song made me bust her shit on him, whoever. That song would get you there. Don't trust no. I ain't gonna speak on my situation, but Kaya done gave me a little tea. But I think Kaya is underrated. I think she's an underrated artist. I love her. I love your music, mama. Keep going. But I do think the comedic stuff, it takes away from her artistry as an artist. I think if she focused more on her music and promoting her music than the comedy stuff, which the comedy is good, but I know Kaya as a rapper, and I would love to see her with another album or another hit song that they do play on the radio. And I think the fan base that she got today could possibly get her back to that if she focused on her music.
I'm just gonna throw one more person in there.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna agree. Now she's not exactly a rap artist or a singer like that. But she is an artist and she's very talented. Now she does spoken word poetry.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Who?
Lauren Hill.
No. How was she underrated? That's
that girl from Flowetry.
No.
Oh.
She's a spoken word artist, but she be on point, and like she's actually trying to educate people. She is funny as I don't know what, because you made me think of her when you mentioned Kaya. Amanda Diva. Amanda Diva is the one that they just put off of the reel.
Amanda Seals?
Yes, they called her Amanda Diva. I'm sorry.
Oh,
her stage name was Amanda Diva. Amanda Seals. Yes, that girl is very talented. Like she has all these sketches and stuff. She's all about Black Lives Matter and all about. Well, I don't know. She ain't on there no more.
I think she quit.
No, she did. She quit.
You gotta get that right.
She quit because they weren't letting her speak, because she wants to use her artistry to empower people. That is just like me. I try to use all my art forms to empower people, to expand your knowledge. Like be self-aware, know your worth. And they a lot of times don't want us to educate others about our worth, so they just try to shut us down. That girl is very talented. She was a spoken word artist. She was in Q-Tip's video they had a little video together and stuff. So I just threw her in there because I think she should be bigger. So she kind of fit because she's doing the spoken word, and that's close to rap.
That's close to rap. Okay. All right, guys. So once again, that's just our opinions on who we think in the game is underrated. It could be more artists out there. Once again, if you guys have any artists that you feel is underrated or don't get that shine, let us know so we could go ahead and make a video.
Michelle Williams. Was she underrated? She was in the biggest group around. Like, come on,
she
now.
got her just.
They could have gave her a little bit more singing parts.
Maybe if she would have drunk some water. She could have
go
had a
ahead
sip of water.
Close it out.
That's
how
what
you
I'm
ain't
saying.
add her with the females that couldn't sing.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we could go back and revamp it and put. She could go on the next one. Who's that?
Juju. Come on, Juju.
All right, guys. So once again, thank you for.
Juju wants to say something. He wants to sing a song that's very underrated. Come on, let's sing it.
Why do you smell like candy?
I don't know. Let's sing it. Baby. What is he singing?
Time to roll out. I think he just letting us know it's time to go.
Shake the who?
Oh, Cinderella.
Okay.
Okay. Well, guys, let us know in the comments who you think that we should make a video about, and we'll bring some light to that name or put some fuel under the fire. Hopefully, they might still be underrated, but we can see what we can do. So once again, this your boy Mac, and
it's your girl KADLAC,
and we are out.
All right, Juju say it should do it again.
You gonna say my name? Say Mighty Mac.
Say it. No, say
He was close.
It's your girl.
It's your girl.
KADLAC.
KADLAC.
All right.
Backing up on you, Keita.
In my spine.
Yeah. Gotta be in your back, your neck. Are you recording that?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You wanna go on me?
No, I'm not feeling anything. Hold on. I don't know if I got the right angle. Hold on. I don't like that angle. It makes me look top heavy. Shouldn't even be sitting down as heavy as I am. I should be standing up to an angle or something. Okay, go ahead.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to our channel. This is. Oh, you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. All right, guys. Welcome back to our channel. The Agree to Disagree. Once again, you sit here with your favorite YouTube character. My name is Mighty Mac, and today we have
KADLAC.
Oh, that fit right in. See, I knew you would get it this time. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do the same thing, but you got it. Okay.
I'm in the pain. I can't be.
Okay.
Moving
All right.
around.
All right, guys. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. You're chilling with your boy Mighty Mac and your girl
KADLAC.
and together we're the
Mikey.
See,
You could have just said that part.
Keita. Okay, we're gonna do this again because each time I forget and I change it. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to our new YouTube channel. What is it? Okay, hold on. All right, guys, welcome back to our new YouTube channel. This is the show coming to you live in effect. It's called Agree to Disagree. And if you, freak. Now you threw my game off. Okay.
Mikey, you know I didn't have nobody. Really.
No, that it's just some artists that you think should have more shine besides yourself. No tea, no shade, y'all. It was just.
So who I think is underrated